So building a strong body, it takes discipline, no doubt, but it takes more than just discipline. Discipline gets a lot of the credit nowadays, like you hear people say, like, what's the key to being fit? And a lot of people answer that question with discipline. But if I'm being honest with you, discipline doesn't matter at all until you have two things first. You need two things before discipline starts to matter. And these two things, when you have them, you'll be able to, of course, build the body that you want, and of course, build the business that you want. So what are these two things and how can you use them to build your body and business? Well, let's talk about it. I'm Barry Barbell, here to help you develop the strength and nutrition habits for a life well lived. And welcome to Fit for Business, where, of course, where strength becomes leverage, where you build the body that builds the business that supports your life. And the two things that you need that matter more than discipline, that matter before discipline, are one, a clear vision, and two, belief in yourself. So why does vision come first? Vision comes first because everything starts with a vision. Vision orients you towards where you want to be going. So you have a clear outcome for this journey that you're going to go on as an entrepreneur or as a disciple of strength. I guess you would say it. A disciple of strength training. You have a clear vision for what you want your body to do in the future, either in the near future, the mid-range, the long future. Like you have an idea of what you want to experience with your body, and then you adapt your strength training according to that vision. Similarly, you have a vision for the business that you want to build, right? The kind of service or product that you want to offer, how you want to bring that product or service to the market, how you're going to fulfill delivering on those products and services, and the lifestyle that you'll be able to afford by putting those systems in place. So let's say on the physical side, you envision yourself as just a stronger, more capable human being. You have a straighter posture, you have more energy, you're more resilient, you're more capable. That's the vision that you have for yourself starting now, and you want to maintain that until the day that you die. You want to stay resilient, capable, with high energy and strong posture until the day that you die. Okay, that's a vision. You can work on that. That's a clear vision that we can work towards. On the business example, let's say you want a business that you can run as a single person, as an individual person, and make over $500,000 a year. And you have a specific skill set, let's say public speaking, that can support you in building the business that you envision for yourself. The key to vision is that you cannot execute towards making a future that you can't envision for yourself. Like, it'll feel pointless. So, like, if you're doing work, but you don't know what you're working towards, you'll get disheartened and you'll give up. You'll give up. So, like, before discipline even gets a chance to, like, take hold and propel you when things get hard, you give up because you don't have a clear vision of something that's worth it to you, that would validate the amount of effort that you're going to put in to get into it. You need to have a clear vision that's worth it to you before anything. Otherwise, you're doomed to fail. Next, the second thing that you need, self-belief. And this is where the magic happens, really. The self-belief. because you need a vision, but more than you need the vision, because you're not going to take action on the vision unless you believe that it's possible. And you believe that you are the one who is responsible for bringing this vision into fruition. If you wish to see it in reality, you got to have that self-belief. No one's going to make this vision come true for you. You have to execute. And you're not likely to execute if you don't believe that your vision is possible. So first you need the vision. Second, you need to know. You need that self-belief. So just like you can go to whatever gym that you like, you can hire whatever coach, personal trainer that you like, but nobody is going to do the work for you to develop the body that you want, to have the body that carries you forward to the end of your days. No one is going to do that work for you. No one is going to put the food in your mouth for you. No one is going to do the reps for you. Do reps with their body and you get the effects in your body. No, that doesn't happen. You have to do the reps. You have to take the time to care for your body in the way that you need to live the life that you want. And just like in business, the same thing goes. Like there's no consultant that you can hire. There's no marketing agency, no business model or strategy that's going to save you. If you don't believe in your ability to play the game, learn, adapt, and lead in your marketplace. So bottom line, self-belief is more than confidence. It's ownership. You have to take ownership of the vision. Take ownership of the vision so that way you take action on it. And now is when discipline matters. Now that you have a vision that feels like it's worth working towards, and you believe in your ability to bring this vision into fruition, and not only do you believe in your ability, you believe it's your responsibility to bring it to fruition. So you're capable and you're responsible for bringing your vision into reality. Now is when discipline matters, because this is what a rubber meets the road. Discipline is what is going to keep you executing on this vision, keep you orientated towards the vision as you move towards it for however long it takes for you to fulfill this vision. Discipline is what keeps you moving. When conditions change and they're uncertain, things are hard, it's not comfortable. When your motivation disappears and when the work gets boring, this is where the discipline matters. But you see, like having discipline, like you can't have discipline unless you have something that you know is worth working towards and you believe that you're the one who needs to do the work. That's it. That's the only time when discipline matters. Otherwise, you won't have discipline. If what you're working towards doesn't matter to you, you're not going to be disciplined to work towards it. If you don't believe that the thing that you're working for is something that you're capable of having in your life, then you're not going to do the work. You're not going to be disciplined about doing the work. So you have to have the vision. You have to have the self-belief before the discipline even matters. Before discipline matters. So that means if you don't have a vision for the kind of body that you want to have in 30 years, 50 years, 80 years, then you're not going to believe that it's worth it for you to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli for 28 days of the month, starting today. You're not going to have that kind of discipline. You're not going to have the discipline to go into the gym and train even when your energy is low, even when you don't feel like it, even though your body is aching, you're tired, you have a million other responsibilities to take care of. You're not going to want to do it. If you don't have a vision and you don't believe it's possible for you, then you're not going to treat your sleep like it's a religion. You're not going to go to bed at the same time every single day, including the weekends. And you're not going to have the discipline to wake up at the same time every single day, including the weekends. Discipline isn't about having bursts of intensity in your work. Discipline is about having continuous effort that compounds over time. And you're not going to ever benefit from the effects of continually compounding effort. You're not going to benefit from the effects of compounding effort if you don't believe that the thing that you're working for is possible for you and is worth achieving. Imperfect consistency beats perfect execution every single time. You don't need perfection. Perfection is a fantasy. What you actually need is just a general direction. You need to be directionally correct. And then you need to be consistently taking repeated actions. So close enough, done daily, compounds over time. All you need is just to get 1% better each day. Just 1% better than you were the day before. Whatever that looks like for you and your business. It could be eating a salad for lunch today with eggs and chicken. Or it could be making whatever hiring decision you need to make for your business. Like that one task that you need to knock out to make your business go to the next level. Just 1%. Just move 1% each day and you'll make progress. Now, if you are an entrepreneur and you're looking for a method to help you make 1% progress on your strength journey, I recommend that you check out my book, The 1% Better Year. I'll have the link for you available down in the description. So, just to close this thing out, if you want a strong body and a strong business, they both start the same way. First, you need a clear vision of who you're becoming and or the business that you're building. Then you need to believe that you're capable of developing that vision. The vision for your strong body, vision for your ideal business. And then you need the discipline to move in that direction consistently. And discipline becomes a non-factor because you'll have a vision that you believe is worth it, and you'll have the belief that you're capable of executing on that vision. So when you have those two things, discipline becomes a non-factor. It doesn't even matter. You're gonna be disciplined by default because you're gonna be working towards something consistently that's worth it to you, regardless of how much effort it takes or how long it takes you. And you know that you don't have to have perfect execution. You just have to do something consistently, repeatedly, just 1% better each day. And that's how you make real progress. So thanks for watching. Barry Barber, here to help you develop the strength and nutrition house for a life well lived. This is Fit for Business. Peace.